they were the first podcast interview on YouTube, and it was such a value add to audience. So that's the first thing I did when you requested me for the video podcast. And yeah, like first thing I check whether the quality of content on YouTube, and then I accept, and then I decide whether to accept or not the invitation. So yeah, you're doing really great, AK47.
Thank you. It's actually a huge word for me because it's at the starting of the interview, I'm getting compliments like you because even though I get inspiration a lot of time from your content, basically your profile is a gold mine for me. To be frank, your profile is a gold mine for me with tons of ideas. Hey guys, welcome to the new episode of Digital Branded Show. I am your social media marketing and branding host of those Digital AK47. Today I have a very special guest who is a content creator, growth marketer, LinkedIn growth hacker, content writer, and he's doing much more activities. And also, even though I get so much inspiration from him, who is none other than Mayur Jadhav. And over to you. Welcome to my show, and thanks for being the guest of this episode.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having me here. And yeah, I watched your few previous videos on YouTube, and it's tremendous value added. Last episode I watched, I think they were the first podcast interview on YouTube, and it was such a value add to audience. So that's the first thing I did when you requested me for the video podcast. And yeah, like first thing I check whether the quality of content on YouTube, and then I accept, and then I decide whether to accept or not the invitation. So yeah, you're doing really great, AK47.
Thank you. It's actually a huge word for me because it's at the starting of the interview, I'm getting compliments like you because even though I get inspiration a lot of time from your content, basically your profile is a gold mine for me. To be frank, your profile is a gold mine for me with tons of ideas.
Thanks for saying that.
And how could you come up with these crazy ideas? Like, it's a very common thing because for a person to think like this, it's a very obvious thing. But what you do, bro, it's totally hilarious. How could you come up with these crazy ideas?
Okay, so when I started, I also felt like, okay, this is something not my cup of tea, because I'm not a writer. I'm a technical person, and my day-to-day life I do programming and coding. So there's nothing related to any writing, or I didn't had any experience in writing. So I also felt that, okay, this is not something I should start. But the slowly when I started using LinkedIn more, then I started reading, and I thought, okay, let's give it a try. And I started creating content, and I talk about very general things. I don't go to any very technical or very philosophical thing. I just talk very normal thing. I pick one specific topic, and then I just write few lines. If you see, my LinkedIn posts are like not more than 10 to 15 lines, hardly 15 lines. That's it. So I keep it short, keep it minimum, and I provide or I teach educational content. I pick only one specific topic. That's the key point. I believe people can relate to it, because if I talk so many things in 10 lines, then it's become really messy. So I think picking up the right topic and using the right words is the key.
That's great to hear. And most of you guys, and also I have not added this because Mayur is a data analyst, and also I apologies because I haven't added this. But yes, is data analyst is your mainstream, or doing this thing is your mainstream? So what?
No, it's a data analyst is my full-time job. I work as a data analyst, and as a side hustle, I started LinkedIn, and then along with LinkedIn, I have a few more side hustles, side projects which is coming up. So that's the recent one I launched, which is around LinkedIn itself. So yeah.
And guys, yes, if you have not checked out the LinkedIn hub of Mayur, It's full of gold. You should definitely check out that, and most probably I will add this link in my description of this channel.
Yeah, sure. So people can just get through this
If you
link
are
and
looking
then they
for any
can get it
content ideas
everything.
or anything around it, this content hub of LinkedIn from Mayur will help you get things done. Because I actually seen it, but I couldn't have time to find it, because even though I create content, I find like, yes, if anything कुछ होगा तो मैं सीधा मयूर भाई से पूछ लूंगा परचेस करने से पहले. तो I am making a decision, but soon I will come to a conclusion for that, and I will get back to you on that soon. And the next question which I want to ask in this interview, which is, apart from your social life, tell us about something yourself that most of your community, because you have thousands of community people are actually following you, most of them might doesn't know that what's Mayur when his laptop shutters.
Okay, so the community started building since day one, and the people who I'm engaging with, and the people who are engaging with my content since beginning, they are still with me. So that's the biggest hack, I would say. So if you hold those people together, you just don't connect with them. You talk with them in DMs. You send them invitations to talk, or a Zoom or Google Meet, whatever medium you choose. You go on call and then talk general things. Don't talk about LinkedIn or anything. You just can have a normal conversation, maybe connect on WhatsApp, and that's how you can get connected with people, and then they can follow or they can be with you throughout your journey. So if you have like a 10-15 people which is highly active and they have same kind of goal, then your journey becomes more easy. So that's the community building. You can start with at least like pick 10 people, send them DMs, ask them for like let's have a connect on weekends, or maybe share your WhatsApp number, and then quickly have a WhatsApp call or WhatsApp video call, whatever suits best to you, and let's just connect with them. That's it. And over a period of time, people might forget you or maybe your content, because of they're also growing, you're also growing. So on a regular period, you must go in their DMs, or just send them a message, or arrange one group call or something.
Okay, that's amazing. And what is the personal things you do apart from content creating and your day-to-day work? Something about personal about Mayur channel.
Okay, so I love traveling. So I'm currently staying in living in Norway, and I have been like traveling more than 10 countries as of now. Last year I couldn't travel, but the next year maybe I'll definitely try to cover as many as possible. So I love traveling. That's the only thing I do apart from working and LinkedIn and office work.
Do you travel this? Do you share your travel videos or journey somewhere like?
Not
no, I haven't
yet.
seen. I haven't seen. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah. No. I haven't started, but I was thinking since long time to start a YouTube video, YouTube channel. But yeah, maybe I'm a little bit like camera shy. So, but yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to build that habit to speak to camera. But let's see. Most probably, at least end of this year, I'll start my YouTube channel as well.
Okay. If you need any help, I'm there for you. And yes, even though when I started, I was a very camera shy guy, because even though I was so shy even to take selfies, because I'm not even a photogenic and I'm not even a video kind of guy, that this content creating journey totally transformed me. So yes.
Yeah, that's the one thing. But before that, I want to start something like some kind of podcast, and I'm preparing for that. I have everything ready. I just have to sit down and write a script or something. I don't know how it works, but in my opinion, as per my analysis, I did the plot, and then I said, okay, we will go like this. So first step is like finding ideas and everything. I will record at least like 25 to 30 podcasts, and then I will open podcast, and then upload maybe like once in a week
Scheduling.
episode. So yeah, that's what I'm going to plan it. But yeah, let's see when this happens. But definitely before my YouTube channel comes. So this is the podcast is the first priority, and then the second would be YouTube channel.
Okay, so yes, and the next question which I want to ask is, at what age you thought that this is my passion and I will change this to my profession? What age you decided that yes, this will happen?
All right. So I think this is still not my full-time job, but I would definitely say this is my hobby or this is my kind of passion. Apart from what I do in day to day or in my daily job. So this is something not I initially maybe started from childhood or thinking about childhood. This is just recently developed hobby. So yeah, I'm still enjoying. As long as I enjoy, I keep doing. If I don't enjoy it, then definitely I will not go ahead.
And how many months has I have been you creating content? Like around, I have seen you like since 8 months. I've seen your content creating like 8 months.
I have started since last 1 year, I guess now. Yeah, it's been 1 year now. So during the initial days, it was not that that frequently I was creating content, but slowly, after 1 month or 2 months, I get used to that, and then I started creating on daily basis. So right now, I just like post it on daily basis.
That's actually great to hear. And tell us about something, your brand that you have built. That apart from Mayur Jadhav, is there anything secretly upcoming?
Okay, so there are few, as I already told, there are few side projects which is currently I'm working on. So probably you'll see announcing one of the side project very soon. So let's wait for that. But of course, this is around LinkedIn itself. So I'll not go beyond LinkedIn as of today. But yeah, let's wait for the right time. And then once I finish at least the MVP, then definitely I'll announce it on everywhere like Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Okay, I'll give you a situation. So you can make a choice of it, but if you don't want, you can pass it. So it is an optional one. What if tomorrow morning you get up and you find that your Instagram is hacked, Twitter is hacked, the only platform which is available, which is your LinkedIn, whether you will invest in Instagram again or you will continue with LinkedIn only?
Okay, so if something happens like this, then definitely I'll try to reinvent what I did previously. So I'll definitely go for new account, and of course I have a backup of all the content with me. It's not like okay, I post it and I delete it. No, I keep all the backups with me. So if something happens like this, then I still try to reinvent the wheel.
So that's your hard work, man. Respect. And the one question which I want to ask at the starting of the interview, but I'm asking now. Tell us something about for the upcoming creators or upcoming content writers. Most of them thinks that it's an easy work. Everyone can do it. Everyone can start their own content writing or content creating. But after a few days, with lack of consistency and lack of proper ideas, they leave it. Is it suggestible, or it is the right way to do it?
Yeah, I mean, you can start. You can look up to someone, and then okay, you can start by doing what you like. Maybe, for example, you like content writing, so you can start with the writing. You can post few piece of content on LinkedIn or Instagram or Twitter, whatever you choose. And then, yeah, I see there are many people who lack consistency because of maybe they don't see that much growth in the beginning days. And of course, you don't see the growth because the organic growth or organic reach is getting reduced by day, and you will not get that exposure in the initial days. But whenever you are trying, you just give the shots like 100 days of content creation, for example, or if you are creating videos, then say, okay, I'm gonna create, or I'm gonna shoot 100 days of videos, and then I will see, well, I'll see my analytics. Okay, so if you follow this, if you try for like 100 days and say, okay, but before you start, you just you can just highlight the few points, or decide on few points. For example, after creating 100 videos, if I don't cross 100 subscribers, then I will not continue. It means something wrong with your content. It means something wrong with you. So maybe YouTube videos or video creation is not for you. So you can try different things, but at least give it a try for 100 days or 100 piece of content. Not exactly 100. You can say 50, 100, or maybe 1,000.
Depends on their capability.
Right, it's up to you. So you can try out that and then decide, okay, whether this is for you or not, and then you can either take it ahead or maybe find new one.
Yes, basically at my stage I had this so big confusion, like what should I post? Should I post text? Should I post images? Should I post carousel? Should I post videos? Then finally, after 1.5 years of content creating, I decided video is my cup of tea, nothing else. I'll be doing those, but the main scoop of my entire cake will be videos. So yes, and soon, yes, I'm starting. This is just a show where I invite so much creators, but yes, soon there is a video cast of my own where I share my value and experiences. But yes, I am actually planning of like an 100 days strike, because for that I need a proper setup. So basically, I believe in quality plus content, not the quantity. So yes, let's see how it actually goes. And most of them, if you are watching this, always try to have a consistency and keep an objective, if I'm not wrong.
Right. If you see my Instagram, I tried 100 days of creating content on Instagram.
Yes, I actually saw. I saw the highlight.
Yeah, but the problem there was, like, I decided to start 100 days, and then I thought, okay, if I don't cross at least 10,000 followers there, then I will not continue. And it happened like this. So right now I have like 2,900 or something followers, and then I decided, okay, I'm not going to invest my time in creating content on Instagram. Of course, I will continue to create, but I will not be I'll not be making the priority for creating content on Instagram. So I stopped there. I still post a few content there, here and there, but not consistently. So because you see, like, creating one post, carousel post on Instagram takes a lot of time. During that time, if I use that time to create more on, let's say, LinkedIn or Twitter, and I get more exposure and I get more growth. So why should I invest my time on IG? But I still create sometimes, not more often, but yeah.
Okay. So yes, because basically most of the social media creators thinks that I will post my same content on all the platforms and I will get exposure at everywhere. That's not the case right now. If you are thinking this, then you are in a bad decision. Always have a primary platform and secondary platform, because for me and Mayur, because most of them, our platforms are actually same, because my primary platform is LinkedIn and YouTube, and secondary is my Instagram. So basically, these are my primary and secondary. I hope your primary is LinkedIn and Twitter, and your secondary is Instagram, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
Because that's why I actually analyzed it, because yes, even though I do an interview, I actually scan the people entire history. So yes, basically, and your Instagram looks good, man. Better than mine. Basically, I will tell your Instagram looks good, better than mine. But yes, that's actually great, and I think you should be somewhat more active towards Instagram, because now your recent reels are actually doing so great. Because I wanted to see much of these reels in the upcoming days. So that's my request from you. Request for you.
Yeah, definitely. I'll try to, like, if it doesn't take a lot of time, then I will definitely try creating reels.
Yes, because even though Instagram said that we are not a photo posting application anymore, so even Instagram officially announced that we are only reels platform. So it's the next TikTok.
Yeah, maybe.
So, okay, and the next question, which is free giveaway for your audience and my audience, those who are watching this interview, that one hack or one tip from the LinkedIn Hub bundle which you want to share here, and people will get
Okay.
benefit of.
Okay. So there's only one hack I always tell people. You have to, if you want to build your personal brand and if you want to have a growth, then content creation is the only foundation you can build your growth on. So you have to just create on daily basis one piece of content. It doesn't take a lot of time. Like if you want to, if you start today, then maybe initial days it will take 1 hour to create one post. But as long as as long as you create on daily basis, after 1 month or 2 months, you can create like one post in within 10 or 15 minutes. So it's very easy. It's just like you just have to keep creating more and more, and then you see the growth as well as you see the less time. You can create more in less time. So keep creating content.
Okay. And what are your tools for your content writing kit? What's your content creating kit?
Okay, so I basically use Notion for everything. Notion.so. You can just go there and sign in for free. It's a free tool, so you can just go there. I note down all my ideas. I create content there. I create LinkedIn posts there itself, and then I just copy and paste it on in LinkedIn, right? So this is the number one app I usually use. And then apart from that, there are a bunch of apps I use for like finding ideas. For example, there's an app called as a Feedly. So you can just go to feedly.com.
I heard it.
Then you can go for buzzsumo.com, or you can go for answerthepublic.com, or all these tools you can use to generate ideas. And then you can also, I follow few blogs as well, so you can go and check it out, like marketing, or there's one more called as entrepreneur. These are the websites where you can go and read news as well. So yeah, and you can just keep up with all the latest news or all the content ideas. Get it in Notion, and then you can expand. You can think about very specific idea and try to write down one LinkedIn post for one idea. That's it.
And one more thing from the content writing itself, because nowadays we are seeing so much AI based websites or applications which actually generate content. If you give some topic, it will automatically generate content for us. Do you think that are these applications going to eat the job of content writers in the future?
Not really, because not at least now, but maybe after 15, 20 or 25 years, we don't know how efficient they are. But not now, not next 10 or 15 or 20 years.
That's actually a great thing, because recently most of them asked me that, bro, I need to start in a career in digital marketing, but I don't know what should I do. Either I do the complete digital marketing. The thing is, I usually tell them that start with one niche and target a specific community, so that you can at least get some exposure and you can create a small community around it. Because usually people think that I want thousands of people following me, I want an email list to be filled out, and every day I should deliver email. But most probably at your starting stage, one or two, one digit, then two digit, then three digit, then it goes on that how many digit you manipulate with your content among your community. Because you are a great example for that, because basically I will tell my audience that his profile is a gold mine. Actually, I said at the starting of this interview. So basically, this is the thing. And would you like to add more for the upcoming job seekers for content writing and blogging? So what's your vision on these kind of job roles in the future?
I think there are a lot of opportunities in the content writing and content marketing. So you can choose anything you want. If you like meme, you can start with the meme marketing. If you like writing a lot of content, you can be a content writer, or you can be a copywriter. So if you know a lot of words, and if you learn technique to write in less words, and very actionable words, then you can go for the copywriters as well. So a lot of things in content writing itself.
That's great to hear. And yes, so before getting to the final question, there's one more question which I want to ask, and I'll be not taking much of your time. What's your definition of success?
Okay, so this is ultimately
It can't be
depends
common,
on
Mayur. It can't be common. It should be
yeah
your
yeah
definition. Because if you're seeing my
yeah
interview, you might know that I ask this question to every people.
okay okay. Let's start with I recently created one post and where I talked about I started like this at age of 24. I felt like I have everything, and now at age of 28 I felt like okay, I don't know anything and I have so many things to do, and then I looking up to new things, right? So when at 24 I was maybe not known to many opportunities, but whatever I know I just went ahead and achieved. But now I have like a lot of other things I can see, I can do it. So it's the successes depends on which stage you are in and what you want to achieve. Once you achieve that, your next goal, your next achievement can be different. So you at that stage you said, okay, I achieved that. That was my success. But right now I'm looking for this particular thing and I want to achieve that. So it's like a never-ending process. So you can't be success at one stage. You have to be successful in each and every stage of life.
Those are really inspiring words from you. And that's an actual obvious, because everyone should have this definition of success for their journey. And your journey is a lot way far for you, and you need more to deserve that. You need more to deserve. And let's see, all the best for your future. And I'll be loving to see much of the content from you in the upcoming days, and let's see how it actually works for you. And before getting to the last question of this interview, the one word, keep it as a line of a quote or anything. What's your hard work secret?
Okay, so I say hard work. I just try to do it things which matters to me, and then like hard work comes when you are trying and you are not getting what you want. So you have to keep trying, and that's we call as a hard work, right? But what if you stop somewhere and then okay analyze what you did, what went wrong, and then start again? That's the smart hard work. So I prefer that one instead of just trying.
That's actually great. And a combination of smart plus hard work.
Right.
Okay. And the final question. So the few minutes which we had the conversation with you was totally contentable. I will say like contentable. And how was the experience of this interview?
It was nice. It's really good. I mean, I haven't started giving interviews recently, and then this one is really constructive and well structured. So yeah, hats off to you.
Thank you so much. And so that's it for this episode, guys. If you like this episode, do share this with your friends, and don't forget to follow Mayur Jadhav. But उससे पहले मुझे follow कर लीजिएगा जरूर LinkedIn पे. And see you in the next episode, guys. Till then, get connected and stay updated. Peace.